Hello everyone, welcome back, Daggerwin here. Today we're going to be working around this yard. I need to muck out the cows, because it's a bit mucky in there. I also need to feed them, thank you to Weavy, who told me that if you drive through here, then it will unload it and you can actually feed them then. So that's good. And also whatever else needs to be done around this yard as well. So really, it's a case of feeding them first. So I need to put some more feed in this mixer. And I have to get a spreader as well for the manure. But to begin with, let's get this thing loaded up. I'll put another 2 bales in, one of each, hay and straw. And that should do it for today. We shouldn't need too many more bales in there. The feed does last quite a long time, so that should be okay. Right, so I'm going to go with a hay bale first. I did have an attempt at stacking these. That one there was quite good, but this one fell over. And clearly the ones in there are a bit of a mess. There's the hay. And this straw bale here should be good. I'm looking to get a bit more money in the farm as well today, because 4,000 isn't much and I need some new equipment. The auto stacker for that field needs to be cleared, so I'm going to load another trailer, I think, of grain and also start harvest on another field, because I would like to start agroforestry. And to do that, I want to find the right size field to do it in. Basically, if you don't know, agroforestry is when you still have your arable field, you grow crops in it, but you also put trees in it as well. So not only are you growing crops in the same field, but you've also got forestry there. And the trees could be for cutting down and using, or they could be for growing crops on as well, such as apples or any other fruit like that. Obviously in this game you can't do that, so it will be to cut down and use as either wood chips or selling them as entire trees or logs as it is. But that is my plan. Now when we put this in here, it should come up with a little thing saying unload, hopefully. Yep, there we go. It says unload, so I guess it should work. It's coming out, you can see it moving. So that's emptied the mixer, so they've got something to go on. And I think that if we look at the PDA, if we go on, where is it? Here we go. Productivity 0% currently, so that should go up. Sheep productivity also 0. So it should go up slowly but surely. Just keep an eye on that and make sure that it is going up. Productivity of 0 is clearly not good. Apparently, if I was to just collect a load of grass from the field with the forage wagon over there and feed the sheep with it, then that would put productivity as 100. So if it does, then that's great, I'll do that as well. But they've got enough food now for 6 days. I think I'm going to speed up time a little bit because it's in real time and it doesn't really need to be. So I'll just speed that up a bit. I also need to now get this muck spreader from over here, because I need to muck out those cows. And I'll also need bale shredder as well. Not sure where that is. So I've been once again speaking to Bullet Bill 1983, and he tells me that the sell point for wood for the logs isn't working. So what that means is, if you've cut down trees, the best thing to do is to chip them in the chipper and then sell your wood chips, because that will work. And it's going to be fixed in the next update, so don't worry about that. It will all be fixed. Not sure when, but it will be, so don't worry. But yeah, if you're doing logs, then just be aware of that. So I need to now get the bucket. I can't remember where I put the bucket actually for the front loader tractor. Oh, there it is. I'll use that to do the mucking out. This can just go somewhere out the way. Probably about here. I would like to do the wool. I can't do the wool yet. They haven't produced enough, but when the productivity goes up, I should be able to, so that'd be good. But in the meantime, I'm just going to concentrate on getting these cows happy. Make sure they're producing enough milk, because that is one of my incomes on the farm. And I think if we were to go through here and then go around there, we should be able to scoop up some muck for our spreader. If it does work, I'll bring the spreader through here. Oh, come on cow, you need to move. You coming out? Come on. You come out. I can drive through them, but I don't really want to. We'll go around them. Right, here we go then. Let's see if this works. Oh, it has. Already filled. Look at that. So I'll bring the spreader round. Obviously this isn't going to have a very large capacity, but I should be able to spread it on one of my fields. I don't know if they're already fertilised or not, so I'll give it a go. They might be. If they are, then I will just put some in here for the time being and use it when I need it. But that should do just there. The cows are gathering around it. It must be interesting. Oh, come on cows. Come on, out of the way. Right, load number 2 then. I don't know how full it is. I'm guessing that if I was to get out the tractor and walk into there, it would tell me what percent it was full. I'll have to give that a go. I don't think it's got too much in there. It doesn't tell you. But clearly, 2 bucket loads has almost emptied it, so it can't be too full. Probably 3 loads and then that'll do it. It should do. Trying to avoid all these cows. Obviously I do want to be as realistic as possible. Sometimes they can get in the way quite a bit and you can't really help but crash into them. It does drive through them, but it just doesn't look very good. This tractor needs a rear weight on. It's doing no end of wheelies. Right, I'm guessing this is the last load. Oh, it's filled it. Might be a bit more. I'll have to remember next time I see a rear weight or front weight to bring it, because I need it for this tractor. Its main job is pretty much just moving stuff about on the front loader. So it's probably something I need around here. There could be one here already, I don't know. There we go, that's emptied it, 43%, and we're done. And that's probably almost filled the spreader as well. Right. How full is that then? That probably could take a bit more. Oh, it can. Way more. 48%. So we don't actually need that at the moment, so I might just put that around the side here somewhere. I reckon it's probably okay just there, because then I don't even need the tractor next time for when I need to muck out. Now we also, looks like we need a bit more straw in there, so I need to find a bale shredder, or at least collect some straw. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I have got a forage wagon and there's still some straw left in that field with bales in, so I'll just go and get some from there and give that to them. That should work quite well. So I'll just get the forage wagon, hook it up to the tractor. Okay, and just head over there, and there should be enough. We don't need too much, I don't think, so it should be plenty for what I need. They've already got some in there anyway. I've just noticed that this wagon has actually started off with 46% of grass in it, so I may as well give that to the cows, because I don't need it. Not enough to silage with anyway, so might as well just give it to them. Push their productivity up a bit. Looks like it's taking it. Yeah, it's taking it all. So, I don't know why it starts off with that, but it's good. That gives me a head start, really. So now I can go and get the straw in it. So obviously there were some bits missed. The combine missed some bits, and then I didn't do all the baling. There was a few bits missed, and they're perfect for what I need now. It hasn't rained since I did it, so it should still be good anyway. So I might as well use it, the stuff which I've left, instead of just ploughing it back in. There isn't too much, but there should be enough. Like just over here, you can see there was this windrow here hasn't been done. It just wasn't baled. Switch that on, and then that should work. Yep. Just using the stuff I didn't need really, and in the end it's going to be quite useful. Right, that's 45% then. Just turn it off and hire that pickup. That should be enough. I'm not looking for too much, so I'm quite happy with that. We'll take this back to the yard now and go and give it to the cows. I don't know how much they'll take. I should think they'll take it all, but they don't need too much. Okay, so I'm hoping that if I drive through here, it's going to come up with a thing saying unload. Yeah, that's for the straw is not accepted, that's for the feed. And then it now says unload. It should work. Yep, there we go. And it's looks to have replenished it a bit here. So that's good. That's another job done. We should be getting the productivity up now. It should be helping quite a bit. Yep, here we go. 100% for the sheep, 80% for the cows. And we've got 50 of each, so that should be good. I got the 2 cows back which I had to sell earlier. And yeah, it's all looking good. We've got 10% of the wool, so I can start to move some of that soon. And the milk will sell itself. The feeding trough of grass and silage, they've both got that. The feeding trough doesn't really matter for the sheep, but they've got enough there. So that's all good. That's good news. I'll put this away, and then I'm going to look for a field which I need to do the agroforestry in. That is something I'm really looking forward to, but I'm going to have to do it properly. It means straight lines for where the trees are going to go. Otherwise it's not going to work properly. So we're losing sunlight now. It's 6:15 and nightfall is coming. So what I'm going to do next is attach the trailer onto the case and sell a load of barley which we harvested a few days ago. The grain store is actually getting fairly empty now. We've not got too much in there. I've sold a fair bit of it. There's still enough to sell, so I might as well. And once we've done this load, I'm going to go over to field 15, which you can see down there. Big field it's called, and that is going to be the field I'm going to do agroforestry in. I'm going to do that in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. I wanted a fairly square field, and I think that's probably the best one to do that in, so that's the one I've chosen. Hopefully it will work well. I need to get the tractor with the front loader to be able to load this trailer up properly, so I'm going to have to head back to the other yard and go and grab that once I've positioned this trailer properly. Okay, so I'm just going to sell one load today. That should be enough, and that'll give me a bit more cash to play with. Then I can do another load another time. So it takes about 10 bucket loads, I think. That'll be what I do. I'll speed it up for you, make it a bit more interesting. Okay, there we go, nice full load. Let's take this to the selling point, get some money for it. I'm in desperate need for it really. I only got £3,000 and I still need to get an auto stacker. So the more I can get the better really. Obviously when I get the auto stacker, most of those bales in there will be sold, so I will get a fair bit for them. It's just getting the money to begin with to be able to buy one. They're not too expensive, so it won't take too much. I don't really want to take out a loan. It shouldn't take me too long to be able to get the money. We've still got some stuff in storage, so that should be enough to get the auto stacker. Right, I'm looking for, well, as much as possible, but probably in the region of 10,000. See what I can make from it. Way more than 10. That's good. 15. How much is the auto stacker? Baling technology. I'd say 24,000. Not too much at all. So I get that in the next few days and collect all those bales. It needs to be done. I might as well show you the field which I want to do the agroforestry in. Field 15. There's a turning up here on the right which goes up to it, and the reason I've chosen it is because it's quite a square field, which means I can get some nice straight lines in it, and it should make doing it a lot easier, and it should look a lot better as well. I think it's just in here. Yes, it is. So just down here we've got fertiliser and I think it's seed. That's our refill points. Yep. The T6 is already here. The reason for that is because I've already been to look at it. But you can see on the map it's a good shape and there's already trees around, so it should fit in nicely. And we'll have crops and trees within the same field. and that also means that it takes up less space. So it's making the use of the field twice, multi-purpose. So that's why I've chosen that field, and it looks very good as well. Anyway, that's it for today. It's a bit shorter than normal, so I apologise for that, but I've got nothing else to do. I will be harvesting that field tomorrow, just there, the oilseed rape field. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next part tomorrow. Bye for now.